Let us understand how to perform arithmetic on dates or timestamps. We can add or subtract days or months or years from date or timestamp by using special operator called as interval. The same thing is applicable on timestamp as well. We can combine multiple criteria in one operation using interval. For example, I can add so many months, so many days and so many hours for a date or timestamp using interval itself. We can get difference between two dates or timestamps using minus operator. Let's see examples so that we understand how to perform the data arithmetic satisfying all these scenarios. Let us load SQL Magic and also let's create database underscore URL environment variable. If you want to add 32 days for the current date and get the new date, you can use this approach. You just have to say current date plus, then you can say interval, then you can specify the days like this. This will take care of adding 32 days to the current date. If you add 32 days to the current date, it is nothing but 2020 December 22nd. Based upon the date you run, you might see a different date as part of your query run. Now if you want to add 730 days to the current date, you can use interval 730 days like this and you should be able to see the result. So 730th day from today is nothing but 2022 November 20th. You can also subtract either by using this approach or this approach. You can say either interval minus 730 days or you can say current date minus interval 730 days. So either of the approach will work. Now we can add 3 months by saying current date plus interval 3 months like this. It will just add 3 months and it will give the date beyond 3 months, which is nothing but 2021 February 20th. However, when it comes to the border conditions such as last day of the month, when you add 3 months or 1 month or 2 months, it will give the last date of the month after 3 months or 1 month or 2 months. So in this case, as we are trying to add 3 months to 2019 January 31st, it will return 2020 April 30th. You can see here. Sorry, it is 2019 April 30th. You can also add using multiple criteria like this. So in case if you want to add 3 months, 3 days and 3 hours to a date, you can use this approach. So if you have a string and if you want to typecast to a date, there is a special operator. As long as the string can be interpreted as date using some standard formats, it will work. Otherwise, we have to use a special function called as toDate. We will see that in a moment. So in this case, when we try to add 3 months, 3 days and 3 hours to 2019 January 31st, the result is 2019 May 3rd 3 o'clock at the AM. You can also perform these operations against timestamp, not only the date. You can see that I am able to add 3 months to current timestamp. Similarly, I can add 10 hours to current timestamp. 10 hours from now is nothing but 11:01:54 seconds. You can also add 10 minutes like this. You can also add 10 hours 10 minutes from now using current timestamp plus interval 10 hours 10 minutes like this. You can also get the difference between two dates by saying one date minus other date. So in this case, we are trying to subtract 2017 December 31st from 2019 March 30th. As long as dates are of some standard formats, we should be able to use this approach of typecasting the string to date. However, if the string specified cannot be interpreted as date using some standard formats, it will throw error. For example, if you pass the date something like this, so we are passing the month first and then date. By default, it cannot be interpreted as date unless we specify the format using functions such as to_date. That's why it is failing. So now let me undo and go back to the original date format and let's run this and you can see the difference. However, the string can be like this also. As long as you have year, month and date in that order, it will work even though the delimiters are different. So even this one will work, or even with forward slash or hyphen will work without any issues. However, if we change the order by specifying the date before month and all, it will not work. But with toDate, it will work. So in this case, I'm saying toDate 2017 31 December. However, here we are specifying the format in which the string should be interpreted to convert to date, and hence it will work. You can also run this to get the difference. In this case, we swapped the dates. We have given 2017 December 31st first and then 2019 March 30th. When we subtract greater date from smaller date, you will see the negative result. You can also use current date minus the date to get the difference like this, or current timestamp like this. So this is how you should be able to perform the date arithmetic using interval operator with plus or minus to add or subtract. You can also get the difference between two dates using minus between two dates. However, you cannot just add two dates. There is no easy way to add two dates by saying one date plus second date. It will not work. Only the difference can be queried by using minus operator. Plus will not work.